welcome to Indian Nation Station High School varsity girls soccer action here at Wirt Stadium in Piqua, Ohio. Tonight, the Piqua Indians take on the Stebbins Redskins, isn't it, John?
Actually, this is a battle of the Indians tonight.
So they both are Indians.
If you're a betting man or woman, you would want to bet on the Indians tonight.
I'm AJ Ganger with John Schofstahl for a second season here with Piqua Indians varsity soccer. John, it's about middle of the season right now. Piqua's coming in today with a 2-1-2 record. Stebbins with a 1-4 overall record. I'm sure you've been out to some of these girls' games so far this season. What have you seen on the side of our Piqua Indians so far?
Yeah, so as you look at some of the results that we've had this year, we've had a few blowout games. Then we had two really tight games with Xenia and Springfield. Unfortunately, the Springfield game got stormed out at halftime, so that was 0-0 at the half. But that ends in a full game in the state of Ohio once you get a half in for soccer. And you have lightning delay that you just can't keep going that night. It's considered a complete game. So we had two draws and then a tough game against Salina, which is the only loss for the Indians this year. So a lot of scoring this year, and hopefully we can see the same tonight for our Piqua Indian ladies.
We'll be doing 3 more games actually here on the Indian Nation Station for Piqua girls soccer. On September 17th, they play Tip City here at home. Then they'll play City on September 26th. And then we end our broadcast schedule with the girls on October the 10th with the Troy Trojans on senior night. Pretty good schedule of games here on the Indian Nation Station for girls soccer. We have boys soccer also. We were going to do the boys game on Saturday to kick off our boys soccer coverage, but unfortunately we're both not able to be here for that.
Yeah.
But we do have all of the film from all of the games that we could post on our YouTube page at any time to get you just exposure to our soccer teams. So tonight, you've got Stebbins coming in here. They're not the greatest team. They actually haven't scored a goal yet they have. It looked like when I was going down the list they haven't. They've only scored 8 goals. I mean, the games they lost were 3-0, 2-0, 4-0, and 4-0 again. So, I mean, by all accounts, you look at the 2-0 and you think that's probably a pretty close game. But then you look at the 4s and the 3s and you're kind of getting blown out of the water. What can we expect here tonight for this game?
I haven't had a chance to see Stebbins play, but I think the key for the Piqua Indians tonight is to come out fast and try to dominate the game from the beginning and try not to allow the Stebbins Indians to get any confidence moving forward. They are coming off quite a few. Actually, I think they've lost, 4 in a row. So, we don't want to give them any glimmer of hope per se. So hopefully we can come out right from the beginning kickoff and dominate the game in possession and hopefully get in the back of the net early and often to kind of maybe put this game out of reach.
Now, we were only able to show a handful of games last season for the girls soccer team. What have you seen so far that may be a little different with this team compared to the team last season?
I think Brett, the coach, has a style of play and very similar in my mind to last year, trying to play a possession type style and create chances from that, but not giving bad turnovers away and allowing other teams to counter on you. So the brand of soccer is very similar to last year.
Where do you see the future of this girls soccer team going as far as playoffs, maybe a deep run in there in tournament play? Do you see that maybe even this season or in the near future as we move on into the future with girls soccer?
It's tough to say, with developmentally, but having consistency with our coaches is the key to that. We've had that here recently. So when you have that, that helps in your off-season training and prepares you better for each year. So that's definitely a bonus. If you're always changing coaches and trying to hire somebody in June or July, you're missing out on all the off-season training and workouts and conditioning. So with consistency can come success. So that's bodes well for our girls program.
A few more minutes here before we get starting lineups and everything underway. Let's look at the American North standings right now in the GWalk. We've got Sydney and Troy Sydney, Troy, and Butler 3-0 so far in conference play. Butler has one tie though. Sydney 5-1 overall. Troy is 4-1 overall. Tip is 5-1-1. Butler is 3-1-2. Piqua 2-1-2, and then Greenville's down there at the bottom 1-4-1. It seems like there's some very strong teams here in the American North this season with Sydney, Troy, Tip, Butler, and obviously us here in Piqua. Greenville maybe being the odd man out of that group. What do you make of this American North at this time?
Well, what I would say was it looks like the American North is kind of beating up on the American South here quite a bit. I imagine that's most of our crossover games, and Sydney, Troy, Tip, Butler, and Piqua have taken care of business. So as we transition to the American North play, where we're playing each other, things are going to start to sort themselves out, and hopefully, we're on the better side of that. But it'll start to get really interesting as, Sydney plays Troy and we play Troy and Tip and all the teams that actually don't have a loss in conference play right now.
Well, we look forward to doing those games with Tip City and Sydney and Troy here on the Indian Nation Station. You're watching girls high school basketball, basketball.
Oh,
wow,
man.
I'm in a wrong season. Girls high school soccer.
Don't
here.
rush winter on us.
Girls high school soccer here on the Indian Nation Station. It's Piqua Channel 5, your home for Piqua Athletics. I got to rush winter because I'm a wrestling guy, and that's when wrestling starts. We are getting ready for the starting lineups here at Wirtz Stadium, beautiful downtown Piqua, Ohio. We'll turn it over to the announcer here at the stadium as he will get all of our announcements pregame underway.
On behalf of the Piqua City Schools, we would like to welcome you to Wirtz Stadium, the home of the Piqua Lady Indians. Tonight, we would like to welcome the Lady Indians of Stebbins High School as they prepare to do battle with our Lady Indians. Both Stebbins High School and Piqua High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relation with member schools. The athletes in tonight's game are friendly competitors. While play may be fierce, all in attendance tonight are reminded that this is a game between youngsters and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned for tonight's game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And now the introduction of players for tonight's game. First, the supporting players from Stebbins. Number 0, a freshman, Madison Toth. Number 4, a freshman, Taylor Mahan. Number 14, a freshman, Maddie Barlow. Number 11, a sophomore, Dulcie Cloud. Number 2, a senior, Kirsten Williams. And number 3, a senior, Emily Powers. And now the starting lineup. In goal, number 00, a freshman, Audrey Patton. Number 5, a freshman, Megan Lockard. Number 7, a freshman, Raya Sumlin. Number 6, a sophomore, Kennedy Ling. Number 15, a sophomore, Jackie Powers. Number 17, a sophomore, Alexa DeHaven. Number 9, a junior, Jocelyn Lopez. Number 10, a junior captain, Kate Johnson. Number 16, a junior captain, Kristen George. Number 1, a senior captain, Tabitha Tolby. Number 13, a senior captain, Allie Otoski. Lady Indians of Stebbins are coached by Mark Busher and Justin Tiefert. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's rise to your feet and give it up for your Piqua Lady Indians. First, the supporting cast. Number 2, a senior, Madison McMakin. Number 4, a freshman, Carly Lacey. Number 14, a sophomore, Jordan Karn. Number 19, a sophomore, Carly Johns. Sorry, I'm missing one off the roster there that's non-starter, so we'll just go with it. Sorry, guys. In goal, number 32, a junior, Tanner Grice. Number 5, a junior, Olivia Malone. Number 12, a senior, or number 6, a senior captain, sorry about that, Haley McPherson. Number 7, a junior captain, Taylor Grunkemeyer. Number 8, a sophomore, Colleen Cox. Number 11, a junior, Ellie Jones. Number 12, a freshman, Elise Cox. Number 15, a senior captain, Kaylee Lacey. Number 16, a senior, Shayna Bragg. Number 18, a junior, Grace Fornes. Number 19, a sophomore, Lily Nelson. And number 20, a sophomore, Whitney Evans. Lady Indians are coached by Brett Ritter and Ashley Hamilton. Ladies and gentlemen, we please ask you to rise to your feet and honor this great nation of ours as we play our national anthem. Ladies, let's have a great game.
Well, we've got our starting lineups. We've got the national anthem out of the way. Now the only thing left to do is to kick this one off. Again, you're watching girls high school soccer on the Indian Nation station. It's Piqua Channel 5. Your home for high school sports here in Piqua, Ohio. Beautiful downtown Piqua. Nice night.
Yeah.
It rained for about 7 straight days, and
yeah, the grass is nice and green.
Yeah, cooled off a little bit, and it's going to get hot again though for this weekend.
Yeah, not too bad. It's going to be in the 80s. We'll take that.
It's supposed to be humid though.
Well, we'll be hoping for that in January and February.
Right,
so.
right.
Just a little note here: the JV ladies, Indians, Piqua Indians won tonight, 2-1. So a nice victory. Got up 2-0. They got the Stebbins Indians got a late goal there, but dominating play by our JV team tonight. So it's nice to see that.
We've got Stebbins kicking this one off. They'll be going left to right on your screen, wearing the white uniforms with the red numbers. Pick will be wearing the blue uniforms with the white stripes and white numerals.
Which is a change this year.
It really is, yeah.
In the past and throughout my career, the home team always got to wear white, And the road team always got to wear the color, and this year they have changed that. The other thing too is you don't have to kick the ball forward anymore
I
from the
noticed
kickoff.
that.
You can go straight. You can just play it straight back. So some changes there to mention as we get going. So
Is that in all levels now, boys and
yeah,
girls?
boys, girls, at the highest levels.
Professional too.
Professional, international play, same thing. You don't have to play the ball forward anymore.
Heavy throw in for
Do you
What-
think that gives anybody an advantage?
You know, it's what the teams would do anyways. They would touch it forward and then play it back. So
Right.
I think they said, we'll just go ahead. Here we go. Grace Fornes taking it down the left side here, getting some support. Blue jerseys coming here to support her play. Intercepted there by the Stebbins Indians.
heavy throw in
Looks
for
like Mike
Piqua.
Allry was into play there.
Yeah, him and Rob Kaiser
Yeah,
down
they,
there.
they were open too. So unfortunately, they were out of play, or maybe fortunate. One thing that you will notice a lot of times as we are, opposing players coming on, especially in the midfield.
There's one.
Oh, good shot. Oh, good cross. Oh, clean it up.
No.
Oh, that was a great shot right on goal. Looks like,
Haley McPherson.
yeah,
Two
and
shots.
they
First one by number
look like a
6,
save
Haley
by
McPherson,
somebody other than the
and
goalie, which
number
is
8,
a
Colleen
rarity.
Cox.
Shot by Shayna Bragg.
Have a
Colleen
full
Cox
kick
with the
for
second shot there.
Stebbins.
Yeah, so exciting start there as we got about 90 seconds into it.
Almost on the board.
Well, like you said, you'll see a lot of what they call negative or drop passes here, just to try to keep possession of the ball, which is key in soccer. You don't want to be chasing all the time. That'll wear you out. Defense closing it down here, turning it to the outside.
4 to 5 Lady Indians down there. It was a good
Yeah.
job. There was
Yeah.
no Lady Indians for Stebbins down there.
Oh, great pass here, linking up with our forward, Grace Fornes up top. Trying to get some numbers here forward to get her some help. There, nice drop pass. Get some time to cross it in. Great cross. Ooh, just couldn't get on the end of that.
A little short there. Colleen Cox on the shot. That's her second shot already.
Well, I think she was trying to cross that to Olivia Malone there that was making that near post run. Kaylee Lacey shielding the ball there, trying to keep possession. Shayna Bragg comes out with it, picks her head up. Ooh, trying to get to the outside there.
John, we talked a lot about the field being in thirds last year.
Yeah.
During our broadcast. You want to talk a little bit about the thirds?
Yeah,
Again,
so-
to reiterate that to the
Yeah, most of the
audience?
game is played in the middle third. You have your defensive third and you have the offensive third. Ideally, you want to be in the offensive third, but like I said, most of the game is played in the middle third of the field. And then the defensive third is the kind of the area around your box that you're defending your own goal. So I'll reference that quite a bit. Offensive third, middle third, and defensive third. Ooh. Good pressure there by the Indians. There we go, forcing a throw, and for
Heavy throw in
us,
for Piqua.
good work by the Indian defense there.
Starting out quick, too, are the Indians here this evening.
Yeah, definitely dominating play like we want. Now we just got to try to get in the back of the net. Ooh,
Oh.
unlucky. Unlucky.
Heavy throw in for Stebbins.
So now Stebbins is entering their offensive third, and they're entering our defensive third, if you will. So we want to try to get the ball out of there, try to link up, try to get some passes to move forward.
Got a whistle.
A little,
Heavy foul on Stebbins. Free kick for Piqua.
yep.
A little pushing and shoving.
Yeah, a little aggressive play there. Trying to keep possession there. And that's kind of what I've noticed this year. And last year, Taylor does a really good job trying to, very mindful
Heavy throw
of
in for
possession and
Stebbins.
trying to, she has good vision and making those passes up to our forward and to the outside. You'll see that quite a bit. You'll see 7 around the ball in the middle of the field,
She's
middle third, if you will.
A very, very good, intelligent soccer player. She's got
Yeah.
that soccer IQ, if you will.
Yeah, if you watch her, she's very calm on the ball. Rarely does she get, stressed or frazzled, if you will. So she's wearing the yellow boots tonight, so easy to pick up.
The Indians only have 5 seniors on this varsity squad this season, from what I've counted up. I mean, that's pretty young team. Yeah, we still got a lot of juniors on the team, but I mean, for being a young team, I think the future with the way the record is, and this first time I'm seeing the Lady Indians play, the future is looking bright.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously you're trying to focus on this year and try to win every game, but also there is some younger players here that you hope moving into the future they get that game experience this year and will be ready for the future. So again, having a great year this year though as well.
Shot by number 7, Raya Sumlin.
Sumlin with the shot for Stebbins. Good save by Grice. Just under 34 minutes to play in half number 1. Still 0-0.
Yeah, we're right here in the last few minutes. Stebbins has kind of been pressuring us. That was a good shot by them. Good save by Tanner. Good placement there. That's something that you'll see. Really good to great goalies. Make it look easy back there because they do a lot of their work before the shots are even taken. You can see there that was a very comfortable save for Tanner, but that was a well-struck ball. She had herself positioned, and being a goalie, you're always reading the angles and trying to take angles away and limit the chance for the other team to score. So good work by Tanner to be where she needed to be to make that look like a routine save. On a
very calm back there too, I noticed as well.
Yeah. That's what you want.
You don't want happy feet in that goalie box.
You want to have active feet, but you don't want to have too happy. You don't want to have happy feet, if you will. Get it down here to the Stebbins into the field. Hopefully we can keep it down there and link up some passes.
You'll hear John talk a little bit more during these games than me. I'm not the soccer expert. He's got the experience as a player and a coach, and I just watched kicking and screaming, so that's my experiences.
There you go. Well, sometimes that's what it looks like, doesn't it? Kicking and screaming. Speaking of screaming, communication is a big part. With the ball being at your feet, you try to pick your eyes up if you can, but you're always trying to listen to your teammates giving you some feedback on what maybe you should do with the ball. And so again, you will hear some screaming. You definitely see some kicking. So,
and especially if Piqua scores a goal, you'll get the special scream from John up there in the booth.
That's right. I've been saving my vocal cords for that special moment here.
I've got some cough drops if you need them too.
Okay.
Just kind of at a stalemate right now.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you'll see that a lot in soccer. Ooh. I mean, typically games aren't really high scoring. Good play by Shayna Bragg out of her defensive position to break that up. Good link-up play here. Probably a foul there.
Yep. That one's on Stebbins.
Have a trip on.
As a Piqua Indian, you'll
free kick for Piqua.
Probably take that one. That was just two girls going pretty hard towards the ball and kind of ran into each other there. Shayna's really good with these free kicks at this distance. She does a good job getting into the box.
A little unlucky.
Yeah, just a little short on that one. Good recovery there.
Nice move, Haley McPherson. She was hustling down there to get to that ball too before Stebbins did.
Sure, and Haley, it's good to see her back on the field. She came back a few games ago and recovering from that ACL injury from last year. So always good to see athletes recovering and getting back on the field and doing things that they love to do. A lot of hard work goes into that recovery.
It really does, especially if it's an ACL, MCL.
Yeah, a lot of hard work. So it's good to see her back. Defense there, recovering. Excellent job. Shayna's there, playing center back. Oh, got right around the Stebbins player.
Have a throw in for Piqua.
Sub.
In the game for Piqua, number
A sub
14,
coming in.
Jordan Carn.
Jordan Carn coming in for Olivia Malone. They're in the midfield area.
For Stebbins, number 3, Emily Powers.
Something that we noticed too watching soccer is that the clock is nearly running the entire time unless there's a scored goal, probably an injury down the field as well.
Yeah.
Do you think that helps the game kind of speed up a little bit, or why do you think that is that the clock's almost always running?
I just don't know if, 40 minutes, if you had a lot of out of bounds, I mean, that would really chop up that game.
Oh,
it could
yeah.
go quite a long time. So I think they do it probably just for the ease of it and maybe the pace, the time of play, which is a nice thing. You go to a professional game and know that, it's going to be done in about 2 hours' time. You got 45 minutes for the first half, 45 minutes for the second half, and 10 or 15-minute halftime. And unlike football, that you better spend you better block your whole day to watch.
I will say they have sped up. Watching football on TV, it's sped up probably about maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because after the kickoffs and stuff are done, those play clocks start running instantly.
Yes.
And, I mean, it's cost a lot of teams delay of game penalties and stuff as well.
Sure. Ooh, unlucky there. Good effort.
Nice
Taylor.
job.
Oh, good ball there. Right to McPherson. Good turn. Good job, Haley. Plays it across.
Have a goal kick for Stebbins.
Unlucky there. Good play by the Indians, linking up there. One pass after another.
Grunkemeyer just stayed so calm trying to get that ball out.
Sure.
She missed it the first time, missed it a couple times, and finally was able to get that ball out of there. Nice pass.
As you notice, I did reference 45 minutes. In high school, we play 40-minute halves, so a little bit shorter than the professionals and collegiate games. But
and there isn't extra time in high school either, is there?
No. And the clock runs down in high school as opposed to the professional and international play. You'll see the clock runs up. And we stop the clock for injuries and for scoring, for any stoppage.
Going for Stebbins.
The professional ranks, it just keeps running, and an official on the sideline keeps track of how much added time there is once the 45 is done.
Have a throw in for Piqua.
The interesting thing is here, once you get to 0,
it's
over. And the professionals, it's at the official's discretion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually a minimum of 3 minutes. So it's not just
you
3
could
minutes.
add 3 minutes and play an extra 5.
Yeah. Well, it could be another stoppage in play, or the official thinks somebody's wasting time. So, yeah.
I think they more look for, is there anything that's going to happen in those last few seconds?
Yeah, they do look for that as well. So here, when it's 0-0, there there's an attack. They very well may let it go. Interesting.
The Indians were pressuring a little bit here, so now we're in the middle third, like we were talking about.
Yeah. Out of bounds though for Piqua Indians throw it. It's gonna trip me up. Having 2 Indians.
It is. That's why I thought Stebbins was the Redskins for a second.
No.
Have a throw in for Piqua.
Yeah, the ladies here, Lady Indians, again, the Piqua Lady Indians. What I would say is dominating the possession here. We've had some half chances, so hopefully we can. We had a pretty good chance there early that the player other than the goalie made a save right off the line there, the goal line.
What do you think's going to be key for them to kind of break through on one of these possessions down here?
Little slide tackle there. There we go. Trying to get a breakaway. Whitney Evans there to stop that and pass it on to Shayna Bragg. Good speed there by Whitney to get on the end of that and stop that attack. As you say, I think it's going to be key for us to be patient. As much as we want to score early, we need to be patient in our play and you know, take our time and not rush it, and things will take
throwing
care of
for Piqua.
themselves here. As you can see, we've been linking up some passes. We need to continue to do that. Whitney Evans there to keep possession here. Stebbins takes it down there the left side. Trying to find number 1, they're forward. Looked like maybe a little miscommunication
for Piqua.
between the defenders and
Corner kick for Stebbins.
and our goalie Tanner Grice there.
How do you decide whether it's going to be a corner kick or a goal kick? If it goes the last touch maybe by the defensive player, it's going to be a corner kick more times than not?
Actually, every time.
In the game
It's
yeah.
if it goes off the defending team, it'll be a corner kick.
Including the goalie?
Yep, including the goalie. And if it doesn't, if it goes off the attacking team, then it'll be a goal kick. As you hear me say, the 6 is the kind of where goal kicks are taken from. It's 6 yards out from the end line, and then the big box is the goalie's box, and that is goalie box, and that's 18 yards out. Good patient play there by Grace Fornes, finding Haley McPherson. Lily Nelson coming into play. Good team effort there. Good play, good patient play, good. Nice. Kind of set that up and like a little turbo boost there right by the defending player.
Nice.
Good combination play. We'll call that a wall pass or a 1-2. I'll explain that here once this play is over. Good. Lucky trying to, this ball was spinning there off her foot. Shayna from her defensive spot, playing off to Grunkemeyer. Has a shot.
Ooh.
Shot by number 7, Taylor Grunkemeyer.
That was straight.
Yeah, unfortunately right at the goalie. Had good pace on it there. Anywhere other than right at the goalie, there'd been a pretty good chance I would have found the back of the net.
That was just an unlucky bouncer, Stebbins there.
Yeah.
22 minutes left here in the first half. Still 0-0 on our scoreboard.
Throwing.
For Piqua.
As I was saying, I'm talking about a wall pass or a 1-2. What that is you play it to your teammate, and then they get
Number
one
4,
touch on it, and
Carly
it's back
Lacey.
to you. Kind of like
And
if
number
there was a
11,
wall
Ellie
there.
Jones.
Yeah.
Right, you play that angle pass, and so you'll hear a lot of players say 1-2, 1-2. That means a wall pass. It's you touch it quickly to me, and so it kind of falls right into the lane I'm running into. You'll see that combination play. You'll see that quite a bit to get around the defender, because the tendency is once the ball's played, is to stare at the ball and stop your run. As long as the offensive player keeps moving, that's how you get around a defender.
And Ian's still
Nice,
trying to
good
get a little
passing
lucky.
there. Yeah. Look like Whitney Evans and Kaylee Lacey there, connecting up some nice passing. Taylor's playing the ball to the corner.
Got to get hustled down there.
Yeah.
She gave up on it.
Yeah, here comes Ellie Jones.
Heavy
Throw in for the
Piqua.
Piqua Indians, though. Does that quickly. Doesn't allow the defense time to mark up. Oh, good ball there. Get a touch.
There it is.
Oh, unlucky. Great,
Heavy
good
goal kick
idea.
For Stebbins.
Good idea. Looks like that was Carly Lacey. That's a good idea to try to play that off to Madison McMakin.
Heavy throw for
Good try
Stebbins.
by Karn there. Trying to win that back, keep it in our offensive third.
Right back to Grunkemeyer.
Yeah. She finds the ball. The ball seems to find her quite often. Good leave there. Nice. Good passing. Nice. Keep moving. Oh, yeah. Oh. Just missed that touch there.
Yeah.
Madison just needed a touch, and she knew it. She was trying. Just unfortunate bounce there.
More than halfway through this first half now. Still no score on the board.
Yeah.
Here
Stalemate here. Good job by.
Now go, Seven. Now go.
Is that Whitney Evans?
Number 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seven, Jordan, seven. Nice try.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Pressure that. Nice, Taylor. Just going right through that. No slowing down. You'll see that a lot of players will hesitate. You hesitate for a second.
It's when you lose ground.
You're not going to get to it.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Now, soccer is one of those sports where you're running constantly up and down
In the
the
game
field.
for Stebbins, number 2.
You really have to
Kirsten
have a
Williams.
lot of
And number
conditioning
6,
for
Kennedy
this
Lane.
sport. And,
Yeah,
you know,
fitness is a big piece to success, and fortunately for high school, you can have unlimited
Back
subs.
into the game
Right.
for Piqua.
Uh,
Number 5, Olivia Malone.
so when somebody gets tired, you can get them out. But you know, again, I reference at the professional level because a lot of people they've watched it. It's at that level. International and professional, they get 3 substitutes for the entire game.
nice.
And usually when a player comes out, they're done for the day.
Right.
So
You probably don't see a lot of subs either in the first half.
no. So little trivia for you. When do you think most substitutions happen at a professional level?
Maybe around the 70th, 80th minute, somewhere in that range.
Close. A lot
Really?
of them have the 60th minute. If the team that's leading still has substitutes left, they'll do it around the 80th to 85th minute, just to try to waste some time per se,
Right.
or have fresh legs, or
Have a trip on
make a
Stebbins.
substitute
Free kick for Piqua.
to change their shape. So
A little bit of a tackle there. Pick was going to get the free kick.
yeah, pretty clean game has been played here tonight. Not a whole lot of stoppage in time, or actually no stoppages in time, and not a whole lot of fouls being committed. So pretty clean game.
Here we
Good
go.
ball there by
Good
Karn. Good hustle. Just a little long on the pass, but the idea that is pretty good there. Got to be the first one to it. Good, Shayna Bragg.
Getting back on defense. The Indians all night
Oh,
long
good
have
turn when Whitney Evans there. Great turn.
Yeah, they've been great getting back on defense all night.
Yeah. Some good passing there between Whitney and Taylor. Then Olivia's getting involved there.
It was one of the few times it was almost a bad pass there by Grunkemeyer.
Yeah.
And didn't have the touch on it, but other than that, when she touches that ball, there's an opportunity for anyone on this Piqua team to run down that field and make a play on it.
Absolutely. Good vision. Good pass there by the Stebbins Indians. Good recovery by the Piqua defense there.
Stebbins in our third. Nice save.
Yeah. Ooh. Good job. We've got space here. Open up, turn. A little overhit there.
Have a throw in for Piqua.
Yeah, we're playing still here at Wirtz. A lot of soccer teams, they play the same spot where their football teams play. It's kind of nice that we still have that separate. I think it's nice that we have that separate field. This is such a legendary stadium. Do you think that more soccer players prefer playing on the
for
field turf of some high school football fields today, or real grass like we have still here today?
I would say at the high school level that
Back into the game
players
for
prefer
Stebbins, number
to
7,
play on
Raya
turf.
Corwin.
However, again, maybe you're tired of hearing me make connections.
I want to know. That's why I'm asking.
With the professional level. At the professional level, they would much rather play on grass. Now, the time and care and money put into a professional field, grass field, versus Wirt Stadium, which is a very nice stadium. Just to give you a little background, Wigan Athletic, which is an English, they were in the top tier many years ago in the Premier League. They played an exhibition game here versus the Dayton Dutch Lions. That's probably been about 5 years ago. So that tells you how nice this field is. Very nice. But typically the grass is really long, and if you play on turf, the game is faster.
Because the ball's going to go faster.
The ball, I mean, you maybe don't think of it, but the grass really will slow down the pace of play. So this same game played on turf would be faster.
The game
Yeah.
for Stebbins, number 4, Taylor Mahan.
But when you go back and forth from turf to grass, sometimes the feel for the game is much different, and the ball runs differently. So what you may play would be a great pass, might be too far in front of somebody on turf. Stebbins, their home field is turf.
Cox, number 15, Kaylee Lacey.
But just recently, Zlatan they call him Zlatan, but Ibrahimovic, he came from Sweden, plays for the LA Galaxy, and he recently made a statement that he will not play on turf anymore unless it's for the playoffs. So any regular season games, he just won't play.
Right.
He is coming off a ACL tear, and he says that it's just more dangerous game at the professional level.
I can see that. I mean, even at any level, because it's like you said, the game is so much faster, and you don't. I mean, you can really sink your cleats in a grass field, especially after it rained or the grass gets a little bit wet. Nice shot.
Oh, thank goodness, over the net there.
That one looked good coming
over.
That
was like a little chip there. But so interesting that comment was made. There are a few, and I know of one, Seattle Sounders. They play on a turf field.
I think the Crew is still grass.
Grass, yeah, very nice. Little background story to that. The head groundskeeper, per se, the turf manager for the Columbus Crew, was a former student of my father.
Really?
Who was a science teacher. So little connection to the Crew. Very little for me, but maybe more for my father.
We're getting another professional team in Ohio. FC Cincinnati just announced that they're going to be an MLS team not too long ago.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon. Unfortunately, it looks like Columbus is going to lose their team to Austin. So Save the Crew was a big hashtag and a movement, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. By the way, the Columbus Crew, one of the original MLS teams, big strike there from the Stebbins Indians. Looks like Karn there to take control. Now to Whitney Evans. Good turn. Good ball skills by Whitney. Finds Taylor. Good touch out of pressure there. Good hustle there to keep possession. Good ball playing up the line. Good communication by the Indians.
Now they're starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah, connecting some passes there. Really good.
She's
good pressure.
Right in front of her.
Yeah. Good defending by Stebbins there, but it looks like throwing for the Piqua Indians. As we have about just over 10 minutes here, we're still at a stalemate, 0-0. Still looking for that first goal.
Yeah, this first half's been flying by too. Like you said, no stoppages to play yet.
No, if you're not watching the clock, it'll just go.
Indians trying to find something, trying to break through this wall.
I went for a run today, and 30 minutes felt like forever. But
yeah,
so far we've had 30 minutes of play here, and it seems like a blink
Kaylee Lacey
has gone by, and we're there.
Another shot there, just couldn't get it through.
Couldn't try get enough pace on it. Big bounce there that Shayna Bragg looks like she's going to take care of here.
Kicks her right into the visiting stands.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people here at Will State tonight. Good crowd here at Ward Stadium. Across the way, you got some fans from the Stebbins, and over here on the Piqua side, quite a few Piqua Indian fans out here tonight watching the Lady Indians take on the Lady Indians.
That's right.
Don't forget that we will be at Alexander Stadium on Friday night as we tape the Piqua Indians taking on the Fairborn Skyhawks football game. Dwayne Bachman and Bob Blueby on the call there. From Alexander Stadium, pregame show. We pre-tape at 5 o'clock on the field. The game proceeds at 7.
Pressure by the Stebbins Indians here. Whitney Evans is all over that back line tonight.
Good defense.
Yes.
Special in for Stebbins.
She has played very well so far tonight defensively. Has stopped a lot of shots before they even happen.
Throw in for Piqua.
Good quick play there. Just a reminder that the Piqua Indians are in blue tonight. Again, if you're used to soccer from years past, the white team or the home team would wear white. However, a change this year to High School Athletic Association for soccer, both boys and girls. The home team wears the dark color.
So it threw me off a little bit when I was watching the JV game, seeing Piqua in blue.
Yeah, and I don't know what the reasoning for that is. There must be a reason, but I did not attend any of the coaches officials meetings, which is mandatory for coaches. I think it might be online now. When I was there, you had to go somewhere and watch or go to that, take an afternoon away. But I'm not sure what the change was. I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Going for Piqua.
It's almost like a football game where most of the home teams wear the dark and the away teams wear the white.
Correct. But in basketball,
it's the opposite.
Well, I believe it's still that way, where the home team wears white. So I don't know if they're trying to make all fall teams the darker color at home or what. Good pressure there by the Piqua Indians.
No call there on a little shove.
Yeah, a little.
Nothing really major.
Handling by Shayna Bragg there. Trying to chest that down, and looks like it hit her arm.
7 minutes and counting. Still no score here in our first half of play. You're watching Piqua Indians Girls High School Soccer on the Indian Nation Station, Piqua Channel 5. It's your home for Piqua Indians Athletics.
Good trap there by the Indians. Stebbins Indian player.
Gotta get back. Too strong.
Yeah.
How it hit the house across the street.
Yes. Kind of squirted out there to an unmarked Stebbins Indian forward and hit the back of the net there behind the goal.
It looked like it hit the house. I forgot there's a net back there. I swear it hit the house, and I just from our vantage point up here in the box, it looked like it hit the house.
I don't see any broken glass, so they might be okay. I think it hit the net back there.
It's so invisible back there, you really can't tell there's a net.
Net on both ends.
Yeah, you don't really want a ball going out the other end here on the field. It'll go right in the street.
Well, as a coach, we played here, and we lost some balls here. The neighbor kids were probably happy because they found some soccer balls that we were warming up and missed the net, and they found their way to the neighborhood over here on Ash Street or State Route 36.
A lot of construction going on down here too, up the road a little bit too. So.
By the old board office.
Oh, here comes McPherson.
Here we go, McPherson and Fornes. Oh, good shot! Oh, it hit the post. Wow,
that was this close,
too.
Yeah,
that was a rifle of a shot there. Good play there. Still on it, still on it, still on it.
There it is.
There it is. Goal! Indians!
goal for Piqua by number 18.
Great.
Grace Fornes.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor
The announcer let
Grunkemeyer.
you finish before he
Oh,
announced
yeah.
who scored the goal.
Great cross there after a shot off the post. Great shot. Came back, hustled, got a cross in. Great cross, and Grace Fornes got on the end of it. Great pressure there by the Piqua Indians as we score about 35 minutes here into the half.
Good patience all game. You knew that it was going to happen, and the goalie was out of position. The ball stayed right there, and
Throwing for
saw
Piqua.
it through.
great job by the Indians to get on the board here.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge, too, because like you said, there's about 5 minutes left in the first half, and going into halftime with a lead
And a
opposed to
dangerous
being
play on
tied
Piqua.
has
Yeah.
got to be a
For
huge
7.
advantage.
Absolutely. Yeah, big advantage there. Momentum, Now the key is that 5 minutes after a score, there's some crazy stats out there. It's
Yeah, I
that
remember these.
it's I don't know, it's like 50% or 60% of goals scored, one team or the other, within like 5 minutes of a goal. So hopefully we can maybe keep the momentum going here, but we don't want Stebbins to get anything here before the half.
It'd be nice for the Indians, though,
Maybe
to
throw
put
in for
another
Stebbins.
goal right in there right before halftime.
Absolutely. Good pressure by Colleen Cox over there on
We'll do it
the
again.
right
Another
wing.
throw in for Stebbins.
Now, is there a running clock rule in soccer like there is in football where a team's up by 35 or more in the second half, the clock continues to run? Is there
Yeah, they
something like
throw
that
in.
for
There-
soccer?
There is.
For Piqua.
It's 6 goals.
6.
That being said, it doesn't make a huge difference since
No.
you have a running clock anyways. If you have an injury, they
Another
would
throw
stop
in
the
for
clock just like
Piqua.
they would in football. But for a goal, the clock would keep running. However, if it ever got underneath that 6-goal threshold, then it would go status quo like a normal game. They would stop it whenever they have normal stoppage time. Got some pressure here. Good job with Karn staying on her back there. Jordan did a good job.
Nice pass.
That's what you want to do as a defender. You just want to be right on their back. Don't give them space. That way they can't turn on you. Pressure that. Oh, unlucky there. She's trying to one-time it. Gets it back, though. Olivia Malone, good shield. Plays it back to her teammate.
Have a throw in for
Unlucky
Stebbins.
touch there.
Good covering. Whistle.
Have a push.
Maybe a little
on
bit too
Piqua.
much
Free
into
kick
her back
for
on that
Stebbins.
one, but good effort there by Jordan.
Under 2.5 to play now here in the first half.
Haley McPherson with the header up to Grace Fornes. Carried there into a little bit too much pressure. Two Piqua Indians there to get possession back.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
We need to read that play there a little bit better. Once we got possession on the wing, we need to start flowing there to try to open up some passing lanes.
Yeah.
Oh, good turn by number 7 there for Stebbins. As we approach just about 90 seconds left here, we got to make sure that we continue to pressure. Oh, we got a breakaway here possibly. Oh, kind of outkicked our player there at the front. Good pressure though, and got the ball back. Colleen Cox. There we go, we're on the attack again. Oh,
Nice steal.
yeah, good double team there. Oh, good pressure there.
McPherson trying to hustle to it.
McPherson, yeah.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
oh, yes, good turn. Get away from the defender. Good recovery by the Stebbins Indians there. Shot by Grunkemeyer
Got
1
underneath
minute
of
to
that.
go.
underneath it.
We have a goal kick for Stebbins.
Keely Lacey, though, good hustle there to, what I would say, create something out of nothing. Her tackle there was spilled out to McPherson. We had a chance there. McPherson plays it to Fornes. Fornes Oh, I thought she had Colleen there. I think maybe we should have tried to get the ball to the outside there with Colleen. She had some space. Under 30 seconds here. We got to make sure that we track back defensively. Shayna gets a touch on it. Elise Cox recovers. Good pressure there, force them back, especially as we get down to 10 seconds here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's going to do
All
it for
right,
the first half. First half of play
And
over
that's
with
your
here at Ward
halftime.
Stadium tonight. The Piqua Indians leading the Stebbins Indians 1-0 here on the Indian Nation Station. It's your home for Piqua Athletics.
Yeah, if you can read body language here a little bit. I don't know
We have the score, Piqua 1, Stebbins
if
0.
Coach Ritter,
Just a
I would read
reminder
his
that
body language if he's overly
Ward
happy
Stadium is a smoke-free environment,
right now.
so if you need to smoke,
Obviously,
please
we
go
do have the
outside stadium
lead,
to do so.
but we
Also, would like to
probably,
thank the
I think you
athletic
would like to
training
possess a
services for Piqua
little
High
bit
School
more,
is
connect some more
provided by
passes.
Premier Healthcare. So we
And so
appreciate
I'm sure
that. Thank
we'll
you.
have a talk about some tactics here and come back out of the second half. Again, it's going to be crucial there, the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second half. And as a coach, you talk about that. You got to set the tone right from the beginning of that half. That way, you got that momentum moving forward towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look too pleased, but I'm sure with a lead, going into halftime, I'm sure he thought that they would be up by more. And they had their chances,
They did.
but they only had the one shot go down.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what our stats are for shots and shots on goal. Obviously, we're leading that, but again, those don't count for anything.
Right.
It's really just about the ones that count in the back of the net. So, again, maybe talk about some tactics here, maybe some changes in style of play or ideas. I'm sure he saw some areas that he's going to want to attack. I know as a coach, as you see the flow of the first half, you start to get some ideas of some things that you want to change.
Yeah.
Maybe areas you want to attack. So whether that's a defender or there's gaps that they're leaving open. Those are some of the things that you're going to talk to your players about here at half.
Alrighty. Well, again, it's 1-0 here at Word Stadium. The Piqua Lady Indians leading Stebbins. We will take a short time out here on the Indian Nation Station, and we'll be back to get you ready for our second half. Back here at Wirt Stadium, beautiful downtown Piqua, Ohio. Again here as the Piqua Indians and the Stebbins Indians are at halftime, 1-0. Piqua in the lead. John, what do the Indians have to do here in the second half better than what they did in the first half? You just mentioned something right as we went off the air. What was that you just mentioned to me?
Well, obviously, you always want better, and we are up 1-0, but they're probably going to look at trying to connect some more passing. I'm sure Coach Ritter's, as he's talked a little bit about tactics and areas that he wants to try to attack. Maybe saw some weaknesses, possibly in the midfield or the defense for Stebbins. So hopefully we can connect those passes and try not to take on so many defenders with his dribble. Even at the professional level, the chance of beating a defender are not in your favor. Defender, the study is, especially at this level, it's even higher that the defender's going to win typically. So it's going to be important that we use the pass more than the dribble, that we communicate, and make sure that we, as I used to call it, gap hunt. If you don't have the ball, you're always looking for passing lanes to support your teammate. If you get a lot of standing, then that can be hard to connect passes just because you have nobody to pass to.
I thought their defense did a very good job at getting back. When Stebbins was trying to make a few runs there down the field, they did a very good job of closing that gap.
Yeah, a lot of great effort by our defense there. Saw a lot of Whitney Evans and Shayna Bragg all over the back. And so, that's great work there. And you have Elise Cox, and you have Lily Nelson there, and Jordan Karn was playing in that in the outside back position quite a bit. A little bit flat-footed here. Great
nice
save by Tanner Grice.
Got to get back.
Yeah, that's not what.
That's dangerous, but it was a nice save.
Nice save. Not maybe what we're looking for right out of the gate. We talked about the importance of getting some momentum here.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Stebbins about stole the momentum there with that shot, but thanks to Tanner and that save. Good thing she came out and attacked that. Hopefully we can push up the field here, get possession back. Good effort there. Found Grace Fornes. Ooh.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
The way that these players can make this ball roll on this grass, I mean, the angles at the ball, it's just amazing to me. I mean, that one looked like it was for sure going out of bounds, and when she kicked it, I thought it was still going to, and it just curls right back onto the playing field.
It's all about your placement of the foot, where it strikes the ball, and the physics of that.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
And all that, as they're, we have probably some girls out here that are 18 years old. They've been playing soccer for well over 10 years, and they understand how the ball works, and they've got it figured out.
Now, are there any other major rule changes? We've talked about the uniforms and the way the kickoffs are. Are there any other major rule changes you think this season that you've heard of?
I'm trying to think. Those were, I think, maybe two of the major ones. It is the discretion of the official, and I believe this has maybe been 2 years then or 3. But the official at the end of a game, if he thinks a team is subbing just to waste time, because it does, he or she, the official can stop the clock.
Oh.
In the past, that was not always the case. So teams, 5 minutes to go, they're up 1-0. They would sub every chance that they could, just to waste the clock. And they would sub the farthest person away, so it would take them time to get over.
Jog over here.
Yeah. Oh, got a shot. Goal! Oh, yeah! Goal! Haley McPherson.
That was a
great.
Nice kick.
Yeah.
It didn't look good, good from here, but it just snuck right in.
Yeah, great strike there. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. Within that first 5 or 10 minutes, getting that momentum. Great to see. Great to see that.
Great pass on that goal as well. I believe
Yeah.
Ruckemeyer passed that one right in there to McPherson.
Nice.
2-0.
2-0. Keep the pressure up here. Continue to connect some passes. See if we can unlock that Stebbins defense. They may start to push some more numbers forward just to try to get something created, which also may open up some things on our end.
Don't you say in that first half too, like Piqua was more than Stebbins' defensive third, maybe about 70% to 30% was maybe around there, maybe 80-20 closer.
Yeah,
in that first half.
We definitely, I would say, dominated play. And as a coach, I'd always say good things are going to happen when you do that. And as you can see, we have 2 goals. good things have happened. You get a right bounce or a wrong bounce if you're on the bad side of it, and you get a foul in the box, or you get a ball that bounces to a unmarked offensive player, and you get a goal. So nothing but good things typically can happen when you're in your offensive third.
Right.
You make a mistake, and then it's in your middle third. If you're on your own defensive third, you make a mistake, it could be a goal for the other team. So good things. Good things happen when you're in the offensive third.
Coach Ritter was looking for a foul right
He
there.
was. We got a
Didn't get it.
breakaway, but Whitney Evans is there to clean it up.
Nice work, Kaylee.
Very physical, I will say. Both teams have been pretty physical here in this game this evening.
Well, I mean, I don't know if people realize how physical the game can get sometimes.
Yeah.
And a goal kick for Piqua.
And when you're rubbing elbows with somebody, you're trying to get the better of the matchup. So sometimes you have flailing arms or whatnot, trying to keep your balance, trying to create some space, or knock the other opponent off balance or get them a little bit off balance. So that's a sport like this where you're rubbing elbows with the opponent, unlike volleyball where you're
Yeah.
not. It's one side than the other.
Heavy throw in
It's
for
a little bit of a different game.
I'll tell you, one of the most physical sports I've seen, and I've actually watched it at the local level. There's some club teams. Is rugby. That's a very tough physical sport.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they don't wear helmets. I guess sometimes they wear some quasi type of a helmet.
Maybe the old
cover
school leather helmets.
Cover their ears or something.
Yeah, you don't want to get that
Heavy throw in
cauliflower
for
ear.
Piqua.
Yeah. Do you know anything about cauliflower?
I
ear being a
do.
wrestler?
I do.
Okay.
My brother's got it pretty bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, rugby is fairly physical. Not for the faint of heart, for sure. Look at that, she's falling down. Still,
Heavy throw
Lily
in for
Nelson
Stebbins.
still trying to deflect the ball.
She did get a slide tackle in there.
Very heady play.
In the
Sub
game
for
for
the
Stebbins, number 13,
Stebbin Indians.
Ali Witowski.
Get a touch on it there. Break up the play. Good play by Stebbins.
Oh, that one hurt.
Yeah, that was
a foul on Stebbins.
that was
Free
a
kick
great,
for Piqua.
great turn
Yeah.
by Lily Nelson. Number 7 just plowed into her.
Maybe got a little bit of the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, she looks like she's bouncing back. Yep. Slowly, she has a
She's
smile.
giggling a little bit.
She has a smile on her face. So ball into the box there.
Oh.
About a step or two away.
Nice kick, though. Like you
Yeah.
said, Lily Nelson, very good at those free kicks.
Shayna Bragg.
Or
Lily
Shayna Bragg, yeah.
Lily Nelson was trying to catch her breath there after getting ran into. So
16-19 kind of threw me
yeah,
off.
no, it happens. Shayna's getting on the ball. Good
She just
hesitation there.
Got her foot caught.
Ooh.
And a throw in for Stebbins.
Very similar half, this half that there was the first half, where I would say that we're dominating play. Ball's maybe being in the middle third a little bit more.
We did get an earlier goal here in this half.
Yeah, kind of settle us down a little bit. Elise Cox over there on the outside. Ooh, that's a good passing there by Stebbins. We got to try to recover. Hopefully we can force a long-range shot. Good pass there to the outside. Hopefully we can get our marks, know where all the Stebbins Indians are at in that box. Good job there, trying to stick a foot in. Turn there, Haley. She's got to get a little more touch on that to control it.
Going for Piqua.
Job by Olivia alone there.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
She lost it.
Yeah, unlucky.
Do it again.
Looks
Another
like
throw
a
in.
foul.
That-
Foul on
Take that back,
Piqua Indians
correction.
there.
Foul on
Maybe
Piqua, free kick for Stebbins.
Push possibly there. Maybe a little bit too physical. Unlucky there, trying to link up.
Nice boot.
Yeah, we have to be careful on. Look, oh.
Have a trip on Piqua, free kick for Stebbins.
She didn't slow down quite soon enough there on that one.
A little flat-footed on that play, though. She had to really hustle to get over there.
Might be trying to get too directional and playing downhill per se, which means we're trying to play it all the time to the direction of our goal. We handle that by Tanner. Good. We may want to be a little bit more patient, knock the ball around a little bit more, try to open up some opportunities.
There's one right here. Oh, Gronk. She had to save that one.
Yeah, she did. She put it. I don't know if that's going to run all the way out though. So Grace Fornes hustling it, throwing for Piqua Indians. She knew what she was doing there. She didn't want to kick that out of bounds, but she did want to keep it in bounds.
Yeah.
So she just put a little bit of spin on the ball and it checked up. And great. I mean, just a smart play.
Under 30 left to play here in our ball game tonight. Still 2-0. Piqua Indians in the lead.
Here's a question for you.
Piqua,
On a throw-in,
Stebbins.
once the ball's played in, who do you think is open almost all the time? Almost every time?
Probably someone in the back.
No, it's the person that threw the ball in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so once you throw it in and you just step in.
She's not really marked up.
Yeah, you typically don't mark up.
Because you can't really like an inbound pass in basketball.
Basketball, you can't. You don't do that. So that's and coaches use that.
Yeah.
Kind of saw that there a little bit.
See, she's open there. I just saw.
Yeah, they can play back to her. There she goes. She threw it in. So that you'll see that a lot. As a coach, I always had somebody designated to put pressure on the person throwing the ball in because of that.
Yeah.
You don't want them to throw it in and have time on the ball. You want them to be pressured.
Lily Nelson here in the second half, a little stumbly. She lost the ball and almost stumbled again.
Yeah, well, she had the air knocked out of her on that foul. Sometimes that can take a little bit to.
We got a card here.
Have a foul on Piqua, free kick for Stebbins.
Not sure. The official's coming over to talk to her.
They're going to stop play for an injury.
Stopping the clock. The trainer is coming onto the field. Official is having a chat with Miss Nelson there.
I mean, I don't think there was anything. I mean, there's a foul. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there was any intent behind that to do that. And we hope she's okay down there on the field.
Sure. You just have to be really careful with those late tackles.
Yeah.
So you just got to be mindful of that because that can be dangerous too for Lily.
Yeah.
As she's going into that. So.
Looking at her, looks like left knee right now.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. As you can see, players have to stay on the field, but they have a chance to get some water.
28:30 left to play here in the second half. Piqua Indians leading the Stebbins Indians 2-0. You're watching girls high school soccer here on the Indian Nation station, Piqua Channel 5. Your home for Piqua athletics and everything Piqua related. Again, don't forget, on Friday night we'll be taping the Piqua Indians taking on the Fairborn Skyhawks over at Alexander Stadium, the third straight home game on this homestand before the Indians go on the road for 2. The next time we'll be on the air for Indians football will be on Friday, October the 5th for homecoming as they take on the Greenville Green Wave and close out the year with another 2 home games with Tip City on the 19th of October and Troy on the 26th, and she is up right now.
Okay. Good to see. walking pretty
So we have a nice round of applause for number 13,
gingerly on that
Allie
leg.
Botovsky.
Otoski.
Captain, I believe, for the Stebbins Indians
Yep.
there. What time is that game going to be aired Friday night? Is it on Friday
So,
night? Or is
so
it
all
on
the football games will be available on our YouTube page. Recently, I've got them up late Sunday. Our pregame show is early Sunday. The game itself is late Sunday. I mean, it is normally midnight when I put that thing on YouTube.
Okay.
Once it's done exporting. But on Monday nights on Channel 5 itself, you can watch the coaches show that we film on Mondays. And schedule that one on Tuesdays. You can watch that starting at 4:30 p.m. At 5 o'clock, the pregame show with myself, Bob Luby, Dwayne Bachman, and then they have the call at 5:30. And then normally after that, we have the replay again with the pregame show followed by the game as well. So normally it ends up being 5:30 the game will play, and then somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock is when it'll play again. On Channel 5, and it also plays throughout the week as well.
Is that on Mondays, you say, that we can catch that?
Monday nights.
Okay.
And anytime late Sunday, I always make a Facebook post on our Indian Nation Station Facebook post where you can watch it in full, crystal clear HD on our YouTube channel. Just go on YouTube and search the Indian Nation Station, click on our page, go over to the videos tab, and you can find all of our videos that we post, not only high school sports here in Piqua, but also all of our community events.
Do you have any events coming up?
Yes, we do. On Saturday, we will have a couple people out at Bike Fest as they'll be filming Bike Fest there. I believe Johnston Farm is having a fall celebration early October. So we have that one scheduled as well. Christmas Day Parade, obviously early December. That one will
There
be
we go,
broadcasted.
getting us trying to get us to the winter again. You're really pushing that wrestling season.
But we have quite a few things going on. Obviously, Halloween coming up. I believe that there's going to be a haunted tour over at the Piqua Public Library soon. Hopefully, we'll get out to do that as well. Jim Oda leading that.
Gives me goosebumps. Remember those?
Yes. They're actually, all of those Goosebump episodes are on Netflix.
Ah, wow. There you go.
A little blast from the 90s there.
I might be showing my age.
Yeah, they throw in for Stebbins.
All right. Well, as the game gets rolling here after that injury timeout, Piqua Indians still lead 2-0. It looks like we're going to have 4 changes coming up here as we got 4 Lady Piqua Indians at the half line ready to substitute on the next throw-in.
We will also be over at the Piqua Association of Churches Citywide Revival. It's a 2-day event over at Transform Life Church. We'll be filming that for the Piqua Association of Churches on Friday night at 6 and on Saturday night at 7.
There we go. Very good.
They throw in for Stebbins.
Throw in for Stebbins, so we don't get the sub on this unless they would be subbing.
Yes.
And they did not sub, so we could not get in. Elise Cox. Trying to find Grunkemeyer, a bad bounce there.
Some of the other sports here in the fall season we have not covered. We are going to be in the process here in the next couple weeks of filming our mid-season fall sports report with Chip Hare, our athletic director. We'll preview, basically get you up to date with girls soccer, volleyball, boys soccer, tennis. We might get out and talk to Coach Neese, even though we cover football pretty in-depth. Golf, cross country, so we'll get you up to date on all of our fall sports here at Piqua. Some of those that we don't cover necessarily due to availability.
Sure. Good for Tanner to come out, Grice to come out and get that.
She's having a great game.
Yeah, very good. She read that well. Came out and stopped that before it happens. As we talked about, placement can stop a lot of attacks. So good for Tanner to read that.
In the game for Piqua, number
Throw
2,
in
Madison McMakin. Number
Piqua
4,
Indians,
Carly Lacey.
4 new players
Number
into the
11,
game.
Ellie Jones. And number 14, Jordan Karn.
A little bit of a shift change.
Yep, get some fresh legs in, and get a breather.
Have they thrown for Piqua?
Another thing to mention soccer-wise, we're going to try something new this season. with any Piqua sport, and that is going to a road game in a couple weeks when the boys soccer team on the 25th of September is at Sydney. We are going to try to cover that game, and then the following day, girls will be here at Wirtz taking on the Lady Yellow Jackets.
They know we're coming, right?
I hope so.
Okay.
I am working with the athletic director on that one.
There we go.
Make sure we are.
Oh, shot.
Good.
Ooh, didn't quite get her left foot all the way around.
Have a goal kick for Stebbins.
No, I'm working with Chip and the athletic director over at Sydney to try to make sure we have room. There shouldn't be any problem with that.
In the game for Stebbins,
getting to that game. Because
14,
remember last
Maddie
season we did cover that one
Barlow.
here on the Indian Nation Station. The boys snapped a 17-year losing streak.
I remember that. That was a great game.
And you can relive that one on our YouTube page as well.
All right, well. And can we like repost that somehow as we get ready for that week?
Yes, sir.
Shot. Just wide there.
I will make our Facebook post with that game, just so people can go back and relive that. That was one of our most watched games of the fall sports season last year.
Well,
yes.
In preparation for our travels to Sydney, we should probably repost that to get everybody excited.
I know I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. Good pressure there by Elise Cox. Ooh. Good strike. A little back trap there by Shayna. She got in the air. Wasn't sure what to do, so she turned a little bit.
Have a push on Stebbins. Free kick for Piqua.
There you go. This is kind of where right outside the box here, just over half line. Shayna does well with these. See if we can get into the box and get a fortunate bounce or get ahead on it. Good ball. She might have been shooting at. Oh,
very close.
Yeah. Almost got a rebound there off the goalie. Move to the ball there a little bit more better. Control it. Good flick on. Played a through ball to Tanner. Looks like she's going to be able to get to that. Good read again. Good turn there. Good shield by Elise Cox. Played it to Jordan Karn. She keeps running with it. Ooh, trying to find that seam there. To Carly Lacey out there on the wing.
Have a throw in for Piqua. In the game for Piqua, number 5, Olivia Malone.
Olivia Malone coming into the game. Taylor Grunkemeyer here with just over 20 minutes left.
Her first time, I believe, being subbed in for.
That might be true.
Almost 20 minutes to play here, halfway through the second half. Still 2-0 Indians with the lead.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Coach Ritter trying to plead his case for that to be his throw in.
Sure.
Throw in for Stebbins.
Absolutely. Oh, pressure in the back there. They didn't call that one. Looked like Maddie McMakin maybe got shoved in the back, but not enough to get a whistle.
Misjudged that one.
Yeah. Good turn, though. Again, we're maybe trying to take on too many defenders with the dribble.
Yeah.
We need to find that pass. We can't be losing possession there.
Yeah.
If you lose possession there, you're creating a counter attack for the other team. Because as soon as you
Have a
gain
foul
possession
on
there as a
Piqua,
defender,
free kick
we
for
start setting up
Stebbins.
for our offensive plays. If we lose ball there, they're already in their offensive third.
Yeah.
And so it can be very tough to recover from that. There's not a lot of time to do that. So we need to really look for the pass there a little bit more than carrying with the dribble. Dangerous place for a free kick.
Yeah, we saw one of these go straight to Grice earlier.
Yeah, hopefully Tanner's ready here. It looks like she's in the middle of her goal mouth. Played it low.
Good stop.
We're there. Get it out of there. Pressure that. Push up out of there so they can't sit. There we go.
Fight for it, Ellie. Fight for it, Ellie.
Down her back.
She hesitated a little bit there, like you said, and that she lost possession with that hesitation.
Oh, they're unlucky there. We got to get back and defend. Good job by Whitney Evans.
Crowd getting into it here a little bit. Another foul going to be called on Piqua.
Apparently we had a foul on Piqua, free kick for Stebbins.
Number 7 here. Playing the ball into the box. Oh, it's a good ball, Tanner.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, looks like contact with the goalie.
Yep.
And we have a foul on
ideally,
Stebbins, free kick for
you
Piqua.
know, those can be very difficult to read.
Yeah.
Ideally, though, you want to catch at the highest point.
Yeah.
But again, those can be very difficult to read. They ran into Tanner. It looked like she was underneath it. And,
she did get a hand on it.
she did. You just can't touch the goalie in
No.
that situation. Goalies are protected.
Yes.
I know because I was one. I was once one.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Stebbins, though, it seems like here for the last 5 to 8 minutes have been playing, you know, in our defensive third a lot more here. We're kind of laxed a little bit.
Yeah, we have to be very careful here.
Making a couple mistakes.
Yeah, well, we've given the ball away in very dangerous areas. As we talked already, we've had some fouls in dangerous areas. So here we go. Here we go. Countering, setting up a shot. Oh, good block by Stebbins.
Nice work. Keep working, Jordan. Keep working.
Good effort there. Foul. Good. That was a great effort play, but
We have a foul on Piqua.
yeah, I mean you have
Free
to be
kick for Stebbins.
careful in that situation. Great effort though by Jordan Gardner. Good job for Lily Nelson to be the first to that one.
Nice job.
Ooh, just missed Maddie McMakin there. Good passer to Jordan. There, good turn, good patience. There you go, throw
Have
in.
a throw in for Piqua.
Nice.
Yeah, good turn by Whitney Evans. Good pass. Ooh, good idea. Just didn't go quite where I don't think Olivia wanted that one. Looks like
Have
a
a
throw
throw in
in.
for Piqua.
Piqua. Again, you're right. It looks like
Pressure's on.
yeah.
Here.
Since that injury, seems like they've really turned up
Do it
the
again.
pressure
Another throw
on
in
their
for
end.
Piqua. We'll just keep it right there. Another throw in for Piqua.
You know, as we have this 2-0 lead, we we need to be a little bit patient. You know, we don't want this frantic play.
Yeah.
Going for
You
Stebbins.
know, we don't need to be pushing the tempo. Obviously, we're trying to score again. They say in a 2-0 game, next goal, if there's going to be one, might be the most important, because you go from complete control of the game to the game completely changes when it's 2-1. So
Another player slow to get up here for Stebbins.
yeah,
I think they caught
Have
a foot
foul
in
on
the foot.
Piqua, free kick for Stebbins.
we might need to stop.
There it is.
Clock was still running there
Yep.
with people
He
out on
didn't
the
tell
field.
me, so I just went ahead and stopped it.
14-16 left to play here in the game. 2-0. Piqua Indians in the lead.
As the teams go to their sidelines to hydrate, take a hydrating opportunity, they have to stay on the field.
Get our next few soccer games on our schedule. The next one will be another girls' game on Monday, September 17th, as Tip City comes over here to Wirtz. On Tuesday, the 25th, the boys at Sydney, followed by Wednesday, the 26th, the girls versus Sydney. October 2nd, boys against Greenville, and October 4th, boys against Vandalia Butler. And
So
again,
we
those
get a
are
nice round of applause for number 15, Jackie Powers.
games that we will be covering here on the Indian Nation station.
Yeah, it looks like the Stebbins Indians player is up on her feet, walking off on her own there. That's always positive to see.
Yes.
And hopefully, looks like Jackie is okay. Number 15 there for the Stebbins Indians.
Just a sophomore.
Sophomore. It looks like we're trying to get a sub here. Taylor Grunkmeyer is going to come on. With an injury like that, you can sub both teams. So we got a sub. Looks like we have a change. Jordan Carden was playing in the center mid role, has bumped to an outside back. Lily Nelson has come out for a breather. Taylor Grunkmeyer has gone in as a center mid. Good pass there. Taylor's first touch back in. Good turn. Good patience.
Nice.
Try to play a through ball there. Just, oh, here we go. We're going to pressure that.
Fight for it, Ellie.
Number 7,
Have a
Stebbins
fine
is
for Stebbins.
pretty good player there as well.
Yeah.
She's only a freshman.
She's got a boot.
Yeah, she had a nice ball there. Trying to play a through ball. Good pass there. We got to squeeze up our defense here.
She was going for a shot, and her
Yeah.
own player blocked it.
Yeah. Offsides.
Yep.
Offsides on
Explain
Stebbins, free
offsides
kick for
a little bit, John, because it's
Piqua.
the second one we've seen. This
Yeah,
one for
so
Stebbins.
offsides is maybe best explained visually. So I'll try to use my words to explain that. But how it works is you can't be behind the last defender.
Mhm.
So goalie and then the last defender, you can't be behind that player as an offensive player behind the last defender when the ball is played or when the ball is touched through. That can be difficult at times to call. You notice in a high school game and most professional games, you'll see 3 officials on the
Have a
field.
drawing for Stebbins.
You have the center head referee or official, and then you have 2 assistant referees,
Have a
ARs,
drawing for Piqua.
running each half, and they're the ones that stay on the offsides line. You'll see some teams that'll try to play an offsides trap. They play a very high line, and so
for Piqua.
that game, if you ever has a chance to see one of those, it can be interesting for sure. So offsides, again, you can't be behind the last defender when the ball is played through. You ever seen a team that tries to run the offside trap?
I have not.
When
Not watched a lot of soccer.
Yeah, well, in my coaching days, and it doesn't. It's high school teams will try to do it. Rarely do they try to do it at the professional, just because the skill level is so high. But here we go, Piqua Indians. Oh, we played a team that would do that all the time. Just a different game. It's hard to possess, but it's easy to play through balls. And you just, it's a track meet. You play a through ball and then you sprint. So good patience there. Oh, official got into the touch there.
But he's a part of the field, though, isn't he? Technically.
Yeah. Ideally, they don't want to get any touches on it, but it happens.
Nice job getting that one out.
Getting around there.
Oh,
get another chance at it and cross it in. Too close to the goalie there.
Nice job, though. They were, we were backed up.
Yeah,
pretty far.
Yeah, it's good to get out of our defensive third there. Foul on the Indians.
Have a trip.
Piqua Indians.
On Piqua, free kick for Stebbins.
Approaching the 10-minute mark here left in the game. Half hour in. Piqua Indians lead 2-0 over the Stebbins Indians. Free kick at midfield.
This is where things kind of start, picking up a little more for the team who's down, I would say. It'll pick up again probably around the 5-minute mark.
Ideally we would score. We don't have to score.
Right.
I would imagine our tempo is going to slow down a little bit, where we're not going to try to, force it so much. Looks like they got called for a slide tackle.
We have a foul on Piqua, a free kick for Stebbins.
And she got carded.
Yellow card.
Have a yellow card issued to number 16, Shayna Bragg.
That's a first for me. I've not seen a card awarded in a
I would say
high school game.
Yeah. Probably multiple infringements.
Yeah.
What that means is multiple fouls, kind of in basketball, you know. So
coming over to explain, I think, to Coach Ritter.
You're allowed to slide tackle. I don't know if she made contact there or if they maybe just didn't like the way that she went in there. I don't know. Did you catch the U.S. men's national team last night?
I did not.
Well, they
finally win.
They played a friendly, quote unquote, with Mexico. I don't know if you can play friendly with Mexico. That's kind of like an oxymoron, friendly with Mexico, right? But they won 1-0. There was a late red card for Mexico. I'd say late, maybe in the 65th minute, something like that. And the U.S. men's national team scored shortly thereafter. Remember, a red card. Tanner, good save. That was quite the strike.
Red card, you're automatically out.
You're out, and your team play. You don't get to sub in, so you play down a player. And so the U.S. men's national team played with extra, not extra player, but Mexico played down with 10. You usually play with 11.
Mm-hmm.
And Ellie Jones there in the corner.
For Piqua.
Throw in. So they got the goal. Nice win for the U.S. men's national team. They're playing. Got us. Oh, unlucky there.
Scrum.
Yeah. They had a young group playing last night, and good to see them get the win.
Hey, they've been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, don't remind me.
I'm sure that hurts you.
We did not make the World Cup. Yes.
No.
I know. It's unfortunate. Good pass there. Get a good touch.
Ah.
Oh. she probably wants to take a
And a
touch
goal
there,
kick
control.
for
Looked like she had some time.
Stebbins.
That would have set up her strike a little bit better.
In the
She
game
tried
for
to, what we
Piqua,
could say,
number
one
6,
time that
Riley
one,
McPherson.
and that can be hard to do with the ball rolling that way and you're trying
Number
to strike
8,
it.
Colleen
So
Cox. And number 18,
subs
Grace
coming
Fornes.
in for the Piqua Indians.
In the game for
Good play
Stebbins,
there
number 15,
by
Jackie
Jones
Powers.
and McMakin and Lacey. Oh, there we go. Good play out there. Good play by Grace Fornes. Combination play. We talked about that, like a 1-2. Again, we probably want to take a touch
goal
there.
kick for Stebbins.
We had time. We just, it's hard to strike a ball solid like that when you don't have that controlled touch. Under 8 minutes to go.
For Piqua.
Throw in for the Piqua Indians. If we can just kind of keep it down here and this third for the next 7.5 minutes, that would be good.
Well, it seems like we've been trying to score a little bit here too.
You can. I mean, obviously you're not telling your players not to score, but you got to think about that risk and reward. So you don't want to get caught with too many players forward. You get caught in a counterattack.
Throw in for Stebbins.
You were talking about a red card. You're automatically done. If you get 2 yellows, is that the equivalent of a red card?
Yeah, so you have to sit out,
Williams.
play down a player. So Shayna's coming in here. She has to be very careful with that first yellow card. She doesn't want to pick up another one here with just under 7 minutes to go. So just be mindful, and she doesn't want to go into tackles too heavily. Good job by Whitney. A little change of pace. Good battle by those two ladies.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Jordan Carn clearing the ball out there, not necessarily trying to pass that, but it allows us to get our shape and change the ball. But coming back to us now, unlucky touch there by Stebbins. Olivia Malone gets on it, finds Grunkemeyer here with space. We've got runners. Looks like that's going to run out for a goal kick for Stebbins. Good idea there.
For Stebbins.
Another sub in here for Stebbins.
In the game for Stebbins, number 6, Kennedy Ling.
Oh, good job by Grace. Long touch there. McPherson trying to getting something on that one, just maybe miss it a little bit. Colleen Cox getting on the end of that. Carly Johns into the game. We have 2 19s playing tonight. They can't be on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
But Carly's 19 and Lily Nelson is wearing 19 tonight as well. That was a good pass there. Oh yeah.
Ooh, just unlucky.
Looked like there was maybe an offsides or something, and the flag was up. The head referee didn't see it.
No call there.
No call. She had quite a bit of ball there. Good hustle there.
Have a goal kick for Stebbins.
On the end touch for a goal kick. Sub for Stebbins.
In the game for Stebbins, number 7, Raya Sumlin.
Just getting under 4 minutes here. Piqua Indians are up 2-0. Remember, we are wearing blue, and the Stebbins Indians are in white. As you watch this, again, a change this year. If you've watched high school soccer in the past, the home team used to wear white. The road team wore the dark color or the color. This year they've changed things where the home team wears the color and the away team wears white. So here comes Stebbins.
Good job.
Carly Johns taking it down, clearing it out.
Have a throw in for Stebbins.
Sub for Stebbins. Is that a throw-in? Or is it a corner kick?
It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, I think it is a corner kick there. So didn't quite get around the ball like she'd want there. You know, she had a little bit of time. You'd like to wrap your foot around it.
Give
them a throw-in. You don't necessarily want to give them a corner kick here. Oh, it is a throw-in.
Oh, okay.
The official has changed that call there. So looked like she did what I was talking about. So good for Carly to take that time and get it out of bounds for a throw-in. As you can see, the ball didn't even make the box there as a goal or a corner kick.
They'd have to make the box.
They would make the box, and good things could happen for the other team in the box, and bad things happen if you're defending the box and there's a ball in there, right? Or could happen.
Yeah.
So
just 2.5 minutes left here.
Have a throw in for Piqua.
throwing again here for Piqua Indians.
Again,
the time seems to be flying as we just getting ready to approach the 2-minute mark. Up 2-0. We just tried to see this game out, try to possess the ball. We can score, but there's really we don't need to. You win 2-0, 3-0. Obviously, it's nice to score, but there probably might have been a foul there. Probably playing advantage. Cross by Colleen Cox. Ooh, had Haley McPherson making a run there. That was well set up. Good job by Grace Fornes to play that down to the edge to Colleen Cox, who crossed that in just a little bit too close to the keeper. Otherwise, Haley McPherson might have been on the end of that. Countering now is Stebbins.
There she goes.
And Tanner
nice.
All over that one. Good play. Number 7 there for Stebbins Indians. Just played it too far out in front of her, and Tanner noticed the mistake and smothered that one. That's where you want to do that. That's a great play by good goalkeeping by Tanner. Played it down the edge here to Colleen Cox again. Get a touch, and she's going to cross it here.
There it is.
Good ball.
Oh, had someone there too.
Again, just a little bit too close to the keeper, but decent ball in there.
Minute to go.
Good play out by, I believe, Grunkemeyer that kind of released her down that edge. Again, we don't want to do anything foolish here. We don't want to give up any late goals. Get it clear here. Good job by Carly Johns. Sit. She needs to sit on her. Don't let her get her around her. Good turn by number 7.
Nice.
Nice, good play.
There's a shot. Just right to it.
Yep, right under. Tanner's in a good position there to get that. 15 seconds remaining. Just want to see this game out if you're a Piqua Indian. You don't want to give up a late goal or anything.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Great
2,
win here for the Piqua
1.
Indian ladies here. Outstanding job as
that's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen, with the final score.
Great job as we run our record overall to 3-1-2. We will be 3-0-1 in GWAC conference play.
And Stebbins will fall to 1-5.
1-5, and they fall to 1-3 in conference play. So great job by the Piqua Indians taking care of business here at home, and it's exciting to see the success that we're having here.
Yeah, I think it was a well-managed game. 2-0. Obviously, they scored the late goal in the first half and the early goal here in the second half, and just kind of managed everything throughout there, John.
Yeah, just kind of see the game out there. You get up 2-0. You're probably not going to, as a team, take as many chances. You're not going to throw as many numbers forward. You want to try to keep numbers behind, keep that possession, and we did well tonight. Whenever you get a clean sheet, get a shutout per se. That's a good night for the defense as well. So they put in some great work there. So I know we focused a lot on the scoring, but that 0 is just as important on the Stebbins side for our success.
Well, again, Piqua Indians win this one 2-0 over Stebbins here tonight. The next time we'll be on the air for soccer action Monday, September the 17th, as the girls take on Tip City here at Wirt Stadium. Next time we're on the air for athletics here at Piqua Friday night as the Indians take on Fairborn over at Alexander Stadium. John, any final thoughts here before we go off the air?
You know, it's really exciting as we start to get into our American North Conference play very shortly. It's good to see that we're taking care of business outside of that conference and taking care of the American South. Excited to see what this team can do moving forward, and I can't wait to call another game.
All righty, we'll see you next time. For John Shofstall, I'm AJ Ganger. Again, final score, Piqua 2, Stebbins 0. You've been watching girls high school soccer on the Indian Nation station, Piqua Channel 5, your home for Piqua Athletics. We're staying. Good night.